Day 23. The Decision. You wade ashore, the icy water parting before you as if guided by an unseen hand. The amulet nestled against your chest radiates a comforting warmth, shielding you from the bitter cold. The lake guardian, sensing your intentions, withdraws its watery tendrils, allowing you safe passage. The battle rages around you, a chaotic whirlwind of steel and magic. Niam, her form flickering with Feywild energy, battles the remaining knights, her movements a blur of motion. Seraphina, her face contorted with rage, charges towards you, her sword raised high. "You meddling fool!" she snarls. "Hand over the amulet or face the consequences." But your focus is not on Seraphina. Your eyes meet Niam's across the battlefield, her gaze filled with a mixture of hope and desperation. The weight of the realms rests on your shoulders, the decision a heavy burden. Who do you trust? Who do you believe? Make your choice. Give the amulet to Niam. Trust the Feywild's promise of balance. Believe that returning the amulet to its rightful place will restore harmony to the realms. Or give the amulet to Seraphina and side with the Order of the Celestial Compass. Believe their control over the amulet is necessary to protect the human realm from the Feywild's chaotic influence. The consequences of your choice will be immediate and far-reaching, shaping the fate of the realms and determining the future of your world. Choose wisely, for the time for hesitation is over. You choose to give the amulet to Niam. The air crackled with tension as Seraphina's eyes narrowed, her face contorted in fury. With a snarl, she launched herself at you and Niam, her fists glowing with an ominous light. Fueled by adrenaline and a surge of protective instinct, you meet Seraphina's attack head-on. Your blades clash in a flurry of sparks, the metal ringing with each impact. Niam, her eyes blazing with determination, joins the fray, her movement a whirlwind of grace and power. The Winter Wolves, sensing the danger, springs into action, their fangs bared and their eyes glowing with feral intensity. They launch themselves at Seraphina, snapping at her heels and tearing at her clothes. The Lake Guardian, a towering creature of mist and water, rises from the depth of the lake, its roar echoing across the valley. The battle rages on, a chaotic ballad of violence and desperation. You and Niam fight side by side, your movements synchronized and your attacks relentless. The Winter Wolves harry Seraphina, their bites leaving bloody welts on her skin. The Lake Guardian lashes out with its powerful tentacles, its attack forcing Seraphina to constantly be on the defensive. Despite being outnumbered and outmatched, Seraphina fights with the ferocity of a cornered beast. Her time manipulation ability proves to be a formidable weapon, allowing her to slow down time and land blows that you and Niam can barely react to. The battle is brutal, and both sides sustain injuries. You are slashed across the arm, and Niam's receives a deep gash in her shoulder. But you refuse to yield, your determination fueled by your bond and your unwavering belief in another. As the battle reaches its climax, you and Niam unleash a combined attack, your blade striking Seraphina with a force that sends her staggering back. Seizing the opportunity, the Lake Guardian slams its tentacle around Seraphina, pinning her to the ground. With a final desperate cry, Seraphina activates her time manipulation ability to its fullest extent, slowing down time to a crawl. In that frozen moment, she glares at you and Niam, her eyes filled with hatred and rage. "You may have won this time," she rasped, her voice distorted by the slowed time. "But this is not over. I will have my revenge." With that, Seraphina breaks free from the Lake Guardian's grasp and vanishes in a flash of light. You and Niam watch her go, your body is battered and bruised, but your spirit's unbroken. You faced your greatest challenge yet, and emerged victorious. You choose to give the amulet to Seraphina. Niam's anguished cry echoes through the valley as you extend the amulet towards Seraphina. Betrayal. The word hangs heavy in the air, the Feywild's hopes shattering like fragile ice. Niam's eyes, once filled with trust, now burns with a cold fury. "You have doomed us all!" she shrieked, her voice laced with despair. With a wave of her hand, the remaining Winter Wolves lunges, their fangs bared, their eyes glowing with a primal rage. But it wasn't just the wolves you had to contend with. The very earth seemed to rise against you as a Grick burst from the ground, its claws snapping, its either's face contorted in a silent snarl. Even the lake guardian, its watery form shimmering with anger, joins the fray, its tentacles lashing out with devastating force. Seraphina, amulet now secured in her grasp, meets the onslaught with a steely resolve. Fools, she spat. You cannot defy the order. The battle was a maelstrom of chaos and violence. You fight alongside Seraphina, your sword a blur of steel against the onslaught of claws, fangs, and watery tendrils. The Grick's crushing grip nearly shatters your ribs, and a wolf's bite tears a gash in your leg. You stumble, your vision blurring, your strength waning. But Seraphina, empowered by the amulet, fights with a newfound ferocity. Her attacks are precise and deadly, her movement a whirlwind of power. She deflects the Grick's claws, parries the wolf's lunges, and evades the lake guardian's grasp. With a final desperate surge, Seraphina unleashes a torrent of icy energy, freezing the lake guardian in its tracks. The winter wolves, weakened and outnumbered, retreats into the forest, carrying the falling comrades. Niam, her face etched with sorrow and fury, follows them, her parting words a chilling curse. May the winter's chill forever haunt your bones, she spat, her voice dripping with venom. May your heart be forever frozen, your spirit forever bound to the icy grip of despair. With that, she vanishes into the shadows, leaving you battered and wounded, the echoes of her curse ringing in your ears. The battle was won, but at what cost? You betrayed the Feywild, sided with the Order, and earned the wrath of those you once sought to protect. The amulet was in the Order's hands, but the future remains uncertain, the balance of the realms hanging by a thread.